Well, this is something else I MacGyvered. I'm using my Bedini Renaissance battery charger rejuvenator, and you're not supposed to do this unless you're very careful. Okay, and you're not supposed to recharge lithium batteries because they keep taking a charge, and eventually they can even blow up. But these little ones won't blow up really; they'll just short out and die. But these little ones that are I think they're 3.6 volts or 3.8, forgot what they are. They get charged up to, the rated charge is to 4.2 volts, and you stop. That's where the lithium charger stops it automatically. This is not a lithium charger. So what you got to do is you got to watch this thing, and when it gets up to 4.2 volts, stop it. So what I did was I replaced the battery. It was a green style. It was one of these green ones that's a lesser strength, and I put one of these super duper ones in here, 9800 milliamps. Now somehow or another, this thing will not charge this extra strong battery through this circuitry in here that came with the Stanley Work-light. But what I did was I put a wood screw that touches the battery on this side. Actually, it's this side here. This is positive. And I put one on the opposite side with a wire coming out. That's the negative. Then I could put the meter on it, and you can see it's up to 4.16 or 4.15. Is it coming out okay in the camera? Probably. And when it gets up to 4.2, I'll shut this off. And I charge this at a rate of the slowest rate possible. I put it on setting 1. And I think with this Bedini Renaissance type charger, these lithium batteries will probably last 10 times longer. Probably some crazy thing like that. Because this light is about $30. It's a cheaper one, but what it has is one battery in it. When the battery goes bad, you throw away the light and you buy a whole new one. That's their theory, modern freaking, revenue stream model there. So what I did was, I actually wound up, one of the batteries I actually fried. I screwed it up. So what I did was I wound up frying the circuitry, experimenting with the other light, but this one I got okay. And I duct taped this on here because actually I couldn't really close it with that wire sticking out with it, but it works. It works fine. It works fine. Now, I like this light because it's got a bunch of different settings on it. As a matter of fact, if you just have it on the LED side, you can probably get about 10 hours out of it. It's pretty freaking strong. But it's a powerful floodlight too. It's a powerful spotlight or whatever the hell it is. So now we're getting up to 4.2. And I'm going to shut that off here. And you'll probably see the voltage drop slightly. Yeah, see? Yeah, but that's got a good charge in it. That's got a good charge. Probably if it rests about 3.8, that's, you're still pretty decent. But I've been finding out this damn thing works great with this deal like this, and I'm just happy with it. It's kind of cool because I think this light is probably last me 10 years without ever freaking as long as I don't overcharge it. That's the whole thing. You got to watch that you don't overcharge it with this thing. And what it has is, that's the most powerful. Then you got medium, then you got low, then you got, that's just your, whatever you call it, your LEDs, which will last a long time. But I like grabbing this light all the time because it's just handy. But now that I got the battery set up like this, I mean, it looks a little stupid, It's got I made like, it's just a wood screw that went in through this side that touches the positive side right here. Then on the end of the wood screw, I cut the end of it off, and I just crimped a electrical connector. You can see it right there. It's kind of bent over. And this side, I took the wood screw and had to make a little fender washer in there to reinforce it, where I put it into the battery. Then I just attach a wire to it. So that's a negative. So when I go to charge it, and then I can also tell if it's charged up fully or not, because when I use the standard charger that comes with this that doesn't work though, what'll happen is the light will come on, and if it says green, that's got enough juice in it. So, but I like this thing. This thing has been extremely handy, man. You know, a lot of times people, you know, it's expensive. I mean, for, you know, a versatile everything battery charger, you're talking some serious buckaroos here for, you know, I mean, a battery charger can run you, for batteries, regular car, I mean, not car batteries, but I mean, even for car batteries, can run you, you know, $20 or something, right? You know, people don't want to pay over $300 plus shipping. They don't want to pay that. But then what you wind up doing is you wind up paying for it eventually in batteries. And this will work on a car battery too. So that's, wait a minute, I think I have that on wrong. It's anyway, I gotta get this on here. Might have to shut it off and turn it on again. But yeah, might have it backwards too. But anyway, if it's backwards, it will not work. Anyway, it does work very well. It does work very well normally. Oh, unadulterated freaking Sometimes you got to reset this puppy, and that is turning it off. And turning it back on. I don't know what the deal is there. So, anyway, we'll try something else. Oh, there she goes again. The red light's on. So that battery's actually charged up to 10.5 volts. It's a 9-volt battery, but it's a 9.6 volt battery. So it's got, you know, some of these rechargeables are 8. Well, usually they're 8.4. Some are 9.6. These are the more powerful ones. But sometimes you got to unplug this, let it sit a minute, and then let it do its thing again. And it resets itself. I've never had a problem with this though. I never had a problem with this one. It's been damn reliable. But sometimes you got to unplug it and let it do its thing. You know, I don't know, relax, and then when you turn it back on, it all works. So when that goes to green, that means that battery is fully charged. But you'll never go to green with a lithium battery. Never. What happens is it'll just keep taking charges forever. That's why you got to monitor the voltage. And I think it's, this is a 3.6 volt, I believe it is. But when you charge it up to 4.2, and that's how a lithium charger automatically shuts off. Then when you shut it off, the voltage goes down and settles at a lower rate. You know, that's what it is. So if you keep it on this type of battery, this charger will destroy this battery, and if it's a large lithium battery, it'll blow it up, set it on fire. That's why you don't do this unless you're really watching it, or maybe you set it with a 15-minute timer or something like that and do it that way. But this is how I'm going to be rolling with it, because I figure this light's going to last me 10 years instead of freaking throwing it away every freaking 6 months because the battery goes bad and buying a new one for $30. And what the hell, right? I'm telling the corporation, there you go.